Many reasons that a government should not tax her citizens to death as they are doing. Taxation automatically leads to high cost of living. Overtaxation leads to also unemployment.
We're going to look into one sensitive topic, and of course that's the Finance Bill 2025, 2026, 2027, and it has been passed. Kenya inabaki ni the signature of the president, and itakuwa official, itakuwa a thing. Now here's the thing, the one thing that has drawn my attention into this debate, of course I come here to express the unpopular opinion. I'm not the kind who goes with the masses. So it's this video I was drawn to, that was done by Babo.
The reason why they are increasing taxes on sugar is so that our farmers could get an opportunity to supply sugar cane, to various factories.
Where he was claiming that higher taxation might lead, if we tax Kenyans more, of course it will lead to closure of businesses, lead to unemployment, those kind of things. Now it's funny because all of us want the government to generate money to fund our lifestyle, and every day we are demanding for more. Kama ni kwa education, we want extra funding. Kama ni kwa devolution, we want extra funding. Kama ni the folks from the regions that have been marginalized for the longest period, these guys, they want money. Now all this money, the money has to come from somewhere. Now these folks, as much as and in this light I'm talking about Ndindi Nyoro and Babo, these folks, they have been very vocal about the government funding, because let's say for Ndindi Nyoro, he's been very vocal in opposing external borrowing. He's been loud about the level at which the government is borrowing. Then here at home we have Babu, who is now very vocal and suddenly has become a professor at economics. They talk about the level of unemployment and everything and such. Now both of these guys, they know that the government usually funds its projects in two ways. It either taxes the citizen, it either borrows, or it does business, from let's say from incomes from but I think it's basically it's from taxation. The biggest biggest income comes from taxation. So if you borrow money from elsewhere, you still end up taxing these folks to pay that loan. And if you tax them now, you might end up, I'm not saying it's 100% guaranteed, but you'd end up building something of your own with your own money, and like there won't be maneno ya kulipa deni. So hiyo utakuwa na deal like una tax hiyo pesa ndio mnatumia kwa projects zenyu, amwendi kuomba pesa bro. So I don't get it. Every like each of these options, they have their own limitations. Like whatever he's saying partly is true, but at the same time you cannot conceal the advantages and lay open the disadvantages just because you want something out of the situation. You do not go and tell people it will lead to unemployment, and did not come out and say that partly will be the biggest winner because it will reduce external borrowing, because external borrowing at the end of it it's costly, because if you borrow $1 today, the level of the prices of the prices of dollar, they usually vary. Yeah, like leo iko chini, kesho iko juu, leo iko chini, like they keep on fluctuating. So you never know what amount you'll pay tomorrow. But if you take the taxes now, the taxes, they come in Kenyan shillings, and that amount is what you use, and that amount like there's no changing it. Whatever you use, that's what you use. Yeah. So I don't know, these folks, they're not being honest with Kenyans, and it's time for Kenyans to but as usual, since we're Kenya, would not use logic most of the time. We love moving as a crowd. We love the popular opinions, but the moment somebody comes with an unpopular opinion that hurts people, he had to pay. Yeah. So I don't know. At the end of the day, we are a democratic country, and the majority always has a say, even when they're on the wrong side. So I don't care what people think, but that's my genuine opinion. These two folks, as much I advocate for their leadership, because they have shown they are good leaders, but at the same time they're not being honest with Kenyans because they want certain positions, and yeah, that's the sad part of it. Anyway, aside from that, the other important topic is the upcoming protest on June 25th. Yeah, remembering zile protests 2024, 2025. It should happen. Yo, if IPOA can come and say that Wezi Patakila or ex Masai, I remember that kid was killed somewhere back in I remember the woman cried on TV in 2024. I think it was in this area. I'm forgetting the place. The kid was shot from the back, and he had all these bullets on the back, and he later died. Yeah, that can happen to people, especially to kids. For the protest, I think it's okay. Yeah, the government should at least protect the citizens. Kids, man, come on. How do you end up shooting a kid? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Hata kama we ni duanzi aje. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So as far as the protests are concerned, let's have them. We'll see our next videos. Remember to like and subscribe to our video. We'll see.